but they'll still be there for the recovery. The stack, though, meeting them along the line, so there is going to be a shot from the bottom line and right into the goal. Mail it in. It's Franz. In a row, shots, 2 shots in a row, fine. 3 in a row, that's where snowballs begin.
Ooh, single shot. They have another opportunity here, Mozzie. That was a great read. Next Tech, Farsa. Ooh, nice swim move. Next Tech down to the floor to the Sosa. Sosa gonna set up Scarborough. Scarborough looking for the cut pass. Hits Next Tech and he brings it in for the 2. What a play there.
Elmo now looking maybe for the dribble with his teammate. I'll just bounce off the wall, but step over. Nice recovery. Maybe a long shot and it will go in for the 3 from 40 meters. Quickly closing that gap. Very nice. Very much appreciated. Now the pass comes up to Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight going for a 1v1 and he will get it off the backboard to put it in for the 2.
Fernando's going to get that one cleared out as the chains get together and chase after that one down into the Limit Duty bubble. Ender with a hand on it. Ender up to Andy and a good stop there by Witt. And Witt's going to get the clear out here as this one's through the near side tube all the way down into the 4 Kings bubble here. That's 4-on-0.
Already scoring nearly as many points in this round as they did in round 1.
Jim looking for the pass to Kaz. Kaz with the juke and the slam.
Oh, a 9-point lead. And finding the stop there will be clockwork, and that's not good. And this long shot coming through, that's going to be good for Mamil.
They're looking to recollect the disc, but if maybe the other team can get it, they might get a scoring opportunity. And John does recollect over to Hyper Infinity, and Hyper
in orange, that is Gen Z on the right in blue. I am Monster and Wee, joined by so much Authority on the cameras, and Sputnik Cobra in the studio with us as Aeronite gets the first goal there. 3 points on the board for a Moonface with the clear.
Clear's going in, and it looks like Soluna's going to be right there with an open goal. Has to pass out. Moonface, though, finding the low side.
There by Invictus.
Reindeer with the disc, but it gets caught up by Rummy, and Rummy
Palador here with VRML Top Plays, featuring a match between Synapse and Joker. And man, were these highlights great. 13 plays on this list, starting off with some good defense, but Joker escalates their crimes from jaywalking to straight-up thievery. At 12, forget what you know about snakes because this Mamba's got hands. A sweet pick and pop from a narrow angle just past the defender. At 11, forget what you know about snakes again, because this Mamba's got wings, flying into a well-read rebound and uncoiling with a fancy finish. Number 10, it's game from Joker doing what he does on the regular with a tight fadeaway as the clock fades away on round 1. Next up, it's game again with a Matador move as he bullies the defense. I know what you're thinking, keep those puns up and you'll be mad at door too. Moving on. At 8, it's Jaywalker trying to juggle, as Jokers do, but .com gets some revenge from earlier with the blockage. At 7, the Apex Predator is back. Mamba hunting heads, then hunting that disc with laser focus in spite of the jukes.
Hello and welcome to VRML 2. I'm your host, Luke. Alongside me is Wonder on cams. This wouldn't be possible without him, so huge shout out. But we're going straight into it. Technique against Andromeda. Here we go. It will be Andromeda winning the joust, getting the headbutt, but it's going to go right into the hands of G-Dog. G-Dog clearing it down. It's going to be the stack, and they will be the ones picking it up. Sheer up to Tortoise. Tortoise for the shot. Hits the post as it is going to bounce out back into the midfield. However, Tajeda, Mr. Mrs. Tajeda, I'm sorry if I am saying your name wrong, gets stolen. Unguarded for picking it up, but getting it stolen, stunned for their efforts. Is going to go low now. GG walking it in, taking a look on shield, goes for the low shot. It's no good, hitting the post. Second post shot from telling on the side of Technique. So far looking dominant on the offense. It will be how do I say the name again? Tajeda? Oh, Tejada. Great, thank you for that. Tejada backs to Tortoise. Tortoise walking in the bubble. Dumping, cutting, no, not quite connecting, as it is going to bounce out, but they are once again there to recover. Great offensive pressure coming from the side of Technique. Going for the reset pass now. Tortoise, Tejada walking, just baiting out the defender. Good job. Up to Gigi. Gigi trying to go for the slam, but it gets stolen and denied by Igneel Sensei, as it is going to go back into the hands of Tejada. Tejada juking around. Finds Tortoise. Tortoise going backboard, and G-Dog slams it in for 2. Technique's first on the board. What great pressure early on. Technique absolutely dominating that offense. No room for Andromeda to clear it out. They were always there to recover. Just a little bit faster attacks coming from the side of Technique. But Andromeda now looking to respond. Pi with a disc. Pi takes a look, slows down the play, really controls the tempo of this game, which is what we expect to see from these Diamond Tier teams. Pi walking up the tunnel area now. Just taking a look. No one's pressuring, giving lots of respect to Pi. Pi getting the long pass to Igneel. Igneel a shot, and it's good! 2 points. 2-2 game. 4 with 2 minutes in. Great team play coming from both these teams. Once again, what we should be expecting from the Diamond division. But let me know in the chat, Nadash, let me know everyone else who is watching. What do you think? Who's going to take this game? As this certainly looks like a pretty even matchup. Tejada with the disc. Tejada down to Tortoise. Tortoise just takes a look. Once again, controlling the tempo of this game whenever they are on offense. But Gigi gets stunned and cleared back downfield. It's a stack race. Who's going to get there? It will be Igneel who dumps it in. 4-3. 5 points on the board for Andromeda. Technique going to win, says Nadash. All right, man. Let's see it. I want to see 3 rounds, though. So what do you think? 2 rounds Technique or 3 rounds Technique? Let me know. But now, Technique with the joust advantage. Tejada going upside down, taking advantage of the ceiling or roof, depending on your perspective. The pass back to him doesn't quite connect. It will be Pi. Pi gets the 3, punishing their mistakes. It's a 6-point lead. I agree, Punda. 3 rounds is better than 2 rounds. And Original VR, Technique takes in 2 rounds, but Andromeda's going nutty right now. 6-point lead. If they keep up this pressure, it's not going to be a close match. But Technique bouncing. No, the error! 2 points on the board. Igneel punishing. It's an 8-point lead now. Quick goals. That was 3 seconds in between goals. Andromeda nutty AF, says Original, and I completely agree. Absolutely great pressure coming from the Andromeda side. Technique just not quite having the technique to get the disc quick enough, making that mistake there, but dodges around 2. Tejada up to G-Dog. G-Dog takes a look deep, but it is going to get intercepted by Unguarded, who was guarding that passing lane. Now back to Tortoise. Tortoise taking a look, taking time. Good shot, good passes. GG Sheer cutting in, going for the fake pump, and slams it in the upper pocket for 2 points. 4 points on the board for Technique. Original giving support to Technique, giving it a rough start. You know what? I completely agree. As Punda said, shout out to them, shout out to all the VRML mods, by the way. I definitely want to see a 3-round game. I hope you guys do too. That's the most exciting. But Pi now with the disc. Pi taking a look, juking around the bow tie region. That's the Geo there. is going to go downfield into the hands of Tejada, though. Tejada gets a stack partner, goes for the dribble, but it does actually was just a pass to Tortoise. Tortoise juking around on the wall. Taking a look, going for the cut pass. GG slams it in for 2. Technique rapidly catching up to Andromeda. Casting is Luke or 1UC, but I do prefer Luke. And Cams is Wonder T-Man. But thank you for asking. What a comeback, says Punda, 100%. While we are here, I do want to shout out our Twitter, EchoArena_VRML. Give us a follow there whenever we'll post, whenever we go live, whenever we have a new video on our YouTube channel where we post all our VODs, weekly highlights, and all the good stuff like interviews of these amazing players in the community. So feel free to, and make sure to follow us on Twitter. Nevertheless, this game is back and forth. Now a 4-point game. Technique with 2 unanswered goals. Andromeda looking to change that, though. But G-Dog has the disc up to Gigi. Gigi. Up to Tortoise. Tortoise taking a look. Great passing plays from both these teams so far. Goes for the cut. Cut to Gigi. Gigi back to Tortoise. Tortoise tries to slam it, but Igneel with the defense as it goes back into the midfield. Nice, Inferno. That's what we love to see. A big comeback. Underdog story is what we love. At least I love watching and playing, especially. I'm sure it feels good, especially with that dopamine hit. But Tejada looking to get, or Tejada looking to get their dopamine hit and come back from a 6-point deficit, 8-point deficit, now only 4, and now is it going to be 2? Yes, it will. Igneel getting a piece of it, but not enough, as it will be Gigi slamming it in. Damn, says Punda, I agree. What a back and forth game. Technique coming from down 8 points. Now they have 8 points of their own, looking to take this lead with 3 minutes remaining. Pi walks it up to Igneel. Igneel doing the pump fake. Maybe it was just a tracking issue. Not sure as the shot rather does not get the pass off. Tortoise though does pick it up. Does try to find a teammate. Doesn't though. Just dropping down. Gigi now with the disc. Gigi up to Tejada. Tejada gets stunned and it's going to go cleared back into the neutral zone. G-Dog there is there to recover. G-Dog taking a look. Taking his time. G-Dog up to Gigi. Let me know if I am saying that wrong, Gigi, but I just read that as Gigi. But Gigi back to G-Dog. G-Dog. Gigi just looking to bait a defender. Going for the cut pass, though. Tejada slamming it in. It's a tie game with 2.5 minutes remaining. You guys said it was coming. I didn't believe. I want Andromeda still to take round 1. I want to see this game go to round 3, so I don't really care who takes round 1, but I want a close game, maybe even overtime. However, Andromeda definitely doesn't want that. They want to take this game, and so does Technique. Technique now racing to the disc, and they will get there first. Tortoise now looking for his teammates as they do set up here in the offensive half. Pass across, though, isn't good. Unguarded does pick it up, clears it right past the midfielder. But it's going to go into the hands of Pi now. Pi clearing it downfield, bouncing off Geo, so it is going to be hard to read. Is it going to be a stack race coming through? No, it's not. They're going to be respecting it. No, the stack race does come through, but just too little, too late. It is going to get free, and Tortoise is going to clear it upfield. GG with the disc, but no, gets sold from his hands. Epic Sauce up to nobody just for the clear. Trying to recover it. Igneel gets stunned, but it will be Pi with the disc. Gets stunned right in the bubble, though, as Tortoise does clear it back down the field. It's JD, not GG. Thank you for that. J-Dog taking the 3 from 7 meters out, so right at the edge. And they are going to take the lead now with only a minute and a bit remaining. Man, Andromeda looking to respond. Lots of unanswered goals from Technique. Andromeda, let's see what they can do. Pi walks it upfield. Pi bouncing it, but it will be JD picking it up. Sorry about that. JD now with J-Dog. G-Dog bouncing it high. It's a pass to Tortoise. Tortoise going for the cut, but Tejada gets slammed in the face as it's going to float in the bubble. Pi there. Pi picking it up, going right to the backline player. JD picking it up, getting stunned for his efforts, though. It will be unguarded. Clearing it downfield now. It's a good clear. Going to be a stack race. 30 seconds remaining. Andromeda trying to get there first. They do. It's going to be a race. Who's going to get there? Who's going to get the boost? Who's going to be there? It will be Technique. No, it will be Igneel. Igneel, no! Gets loose and going for the slap out. 10 seconds now. Goes in the hands of nobody. 9, 8. Unguarded with the disc. Unguarded taking a look. Goes for the long 3 maybe. Goes for the shot. It's out. It's good. No, it's not. But great pressure from Andromeda here in the last second. Round 1 is going to go to Technique. What a round. I was hydrating there. Always good to stay hydrated. But man, what an exciting first game between these two teams. Choked the anchor. Yeah, you're right, Original, but it does happen. Let's look at some stats, though. I always love looking at some stats. I hope you do, too. I want to look at the possession. Possession was the majority of Technique, actually. Absolutely having 64%, so super dominant on the side of possession. But more importantly is attempts. That's to the far right of the board on the bottom there with 68, I'm going to call it 70% of the attempts going to Technique. And that is definitely indicative of who has more offense and therefore who is going to score more goals. And dare I say, who's going to win the round. And Technique definitely pulling it through. Andromeda, great job from them as they did only have 6 shots on goal. And 4 of them were goals. Were there 2 threes? Do I remember that correctly? Something like that. So 4 of them were goals from their 6 shots. So that's a great percentage. But unfortunately, we do need to see more offense coming from the side of Andromeda. There was a self-goal. You're right, Punda. Thank you for that. So, 50-50 chance, but whatever. Technique, Andromeda, great close game. I want to see it go to a round 3. Andromeda looking to take it to a round 3. Technique looking to close it out in 2. Let's find out. Round 2 is starting. Jost once again goes to Andromeda, having the faster Jost. And they're going to get the quick early goal unguarded, slamming it in for the early 2. What a round. Andromeda, this looks awfully familiar, though. Getting the early goals, getting the early points on the board, but just shutting down in the second half of the game. So I'm excited to see them go the full round this time, taking it to a round 3. However, let's see what Technique has to say about it. Tahita, just on the ceiling, passing it up to G-Dog. G-Dog gets stunned, so it will be loose, but Tahita is there to recover. Great recovery from him and great pressure from both these teams, positioning, play, and all that goes with it. It's going to go back up to JD. JD now back to Mr. Mrs. Tahita. Or Tejada. Am I saying it wrong again? I don't know. I apologize if I am. G-Dog now with the disc. G-Dog down to Tortoise. Tortoise, one-on-one, and the shot is good. It's a tie game. Thank you, Furry Bum. Shout out to Furry Bum. I just realized your name, so I apologize for the name, saying it out loud, but I love it. Wonder, shout out to Wonder as well on chats. Names are hard. Try calling a Japanese team. I have. There was a Japanese team with a heckin' 3-pointer in the last last week's recap video. It was the last clip. And I don't even know if I said any other names right, but it was a heck of a match. I love casting OCE games, and shout out to Punda for being an OCE mod, and all the VRML mods. We couldn't be doing it without you. Tejada, thank you, Tejada. Okay, I'm gonna reference that back for the rest of the game, but JD doesn't care as he's gonna slam it in for 2, taking the lead. Technique looking to close it out in 2. We're going to see the pause come up now, though. Maybe just a mental rest, maybe a ping issue, I don't know. But I know certainly a mental reset does help. 2 minutes into this game, Technique got 4 on the board. Andromeda got 2. I want a round 3-2, Punda, and so does Andromeda. They want to make it happen. So one of them are pausing this game. I hope for a mental reset, or at least taking this time to have a mental reset on the side of Andromeda, because they certainly need to just slow down, find their team play, find the passing lanes, and most importantly, find the back of the net. But absolutely Technique looking dominant here in the offensive half, repeatedly in the last 2 games. I want a round 4, says Wonder. I wish. Best of 7 would be fun. However, not this time. Maybe in the finals in just a few weeks. But while we are in the pause, I would like to shout out our Twitter once again, EchoArena_VRML. You can follow us there to get updated right away whenever we are going live, whenever we do have matches, and whenever there is a new video posted on our YouTube channel where we post all our VODs, all our highlights, all the weekly highlights, everything you want to see can be found there. Also, shout out to all of you for taking the time really to make it happen. Punda, thank you for the link. And thank you all of you for just really making it happen. This wouldn't be as fun or as exciting without you guys, the community, taking your time out of your day to watch and support these teams. Maybe you're on it like Nadash. Maybe you're just here to have a good time like Punda, like me, and like Wonder. But regardless, thank you all for taking the time. Also, thank you to all our sponsors that really make it happen in the back end. ProTube VR, Asterion Products, Fixed Gaming, VR Cover, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord already, make sure you do so. There is lots of hype there. Asterion is epic. Yes, huge shout out to Asterion and all the products there. They certainly are good. I'm a fan of VR Cover myself. I don't necessarily use any of the others. If I did play shooting games, I would probably buy some ProTube stuff. However, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it because I don't really enjoy shooting games in VR, but that is not on topic here. So far, Technique, you guys are right. Technique looking dominant. I do want to ask you guys, though, why not more connoisseur votes? Nobody voted for either team, with only one person favoring Technique and 2 people favoring Andromeda, and all the players are on the team. But that is okay. It is okay. VR Cover is great, but they don't make Rift as VR Cover. Do they not? Wow. All right. Also, huge shout out to Wonder. Wonder is on cams, so huge shout out to him. This wouldn't be possible without him, so that is awesome. It is just a close game so far, Punda. I agree. I definitely do agree. It is a close game so far, and it's been a close round 1 as well. I am worried, though, as it has been definitely quite a few minutes before since Andromeda had the lead. 1 minute in fact. So it was a challenge round, so that's why no one voted. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I put my hands up. I surrender. Original, you got me. But let me know in the chat what you think. Nadash, you voted? Did you vote? I need to refresh my page then. But I hope you are voting for your team. Yeah, you're on the team, Mo. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 5 players favoring Technique now, 2 favoring Andromeda. But I am favoring a round 3, and I hope to see it. So I want Andromeda to win this second round because we do love seeing those close games. Didn't even know we had this game. Well, I'm glad you were able to catch the cast then. You can say you were there, and you can tell your other teammates who weren't watching the cast why weren't they there, which would just be, I don't know, who else on the roster? J-Rush? Is Josh? I don't know. He's probably not here. How was the football game, Nadash? Was it good? Did you win? Did you lose? Was it a practice? No, it was a game, so I probably played. Also, American football? I guess so. Because we're all North American here, if you're on the team. Anyway, great game so far. Really back and forth. Josh, thank you. Football game in the spring. Hey, early seasons, man. You got to practice early, just like Echo. When it is off season here in just over a month, make sure you are practicing with the teams, grinding away, getting to that diamond rank so you can face against these teams and be casted here at the high levels. Although we do cast low games too. Shout out to all the new bronze teams. We had a great bronze match earlier today. I think there was someone in the chat as well referencing it, but we have many new teams here. It's always great to see them. I think we have over 400 teams now in the VRML. So huge growth here. I know the OCE region, Punda, correct me if I'm wrong, is expecting like quadruple growth or like triple growth next season as well. So man, great pressure coming, great promotion and community really growing here all around the league. But we are going to have the round resume now. The time is ticking, just past 8 minutes. It's going to be Andromeda with the disc advantage, Joust advantage, and they're looking to put points on the board. Pi with the disc. Back down to Ignil. Ignil taking a look, just taking his time, wants to control the tempo of the play, Beto to defender, see what he can do. Is going to pass it up now, right into the hands of Unguarded. Unguarded, going right back, but no! Tortoise is there, long 3, and the shot's good! 7 points on the board for Technique, taking a 5-point lead. Wow. Wow, that is not what you want to see if you are an Andromeda fan, and that is exactly what you want to see if you are a Technique fan. 7.5 minutes, though. Lots of time for both these teams to take this round or take this game. Pi Pi up to Epic Sauce. Epic Sauce to Igneel. Igneel just taking a look. Not getting pressure, but the stack is there now. Going for the quick pass as he needed to. Not finding anybody, but Unguarded is there first. No, gets stunned by Tortoise. Tortoise picking up, slamming it downfield into the hands of Tejada. Thank you for that in chat. Tejada now, upfield. Not going to be there to anybody. It will just be out so close, but not close enough into JD's hands. JD bouncing it off the ceiling now into the hands of Tejada. Tejada with the disc. Just trying to bait out the defender, and it is good job doing so. And Guarded caught back. Tortoise now. Tortoise over to JD. JD slamming it in for 2. It's a 7-point lead on the side of Technique. Wow. 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 Andromeda does the pub launch. I wasn't paying attention too much to the launch, so I'm going to look at it now. Let's see their launch. Extra focus on it. Definitely a quicker launch, very aggressive. But it is going to go for the quick clear, as JD does pick up the disc, though. Unfortunate for Andromeda. Is in the midfield. Bouncing off the ceiling, going for the long pass. Doesn't quite connect, but doesn't connect with anybody. And actually will be G-Dog with the disc first, but getting stunned in the bubble. But no, right into the hands of Tortoise. Tortoise, shot! Good! 11 points on the board for Technique. What a bullet, 18 meters a second with 4 meters out. Wow, someone do the math on that. That's less than a quarter of a second to react. What a bullet coming from the side of Technique. Tortoise sinking it in, though. 5.5 minutes remaining. Still is lots of time. Andromeda, they need to get on this board. They need to score some goals, and they are looking to do so as Epic Sauce gets the disc. Up to Igneel. Igneel jukes around one. Back to Epic Sauce. Epic Sauce goes to the pass, but he was covered, unfortunately, as it is going to go right back into the hands of JD and the side of Technique. JD now getting the disc out of his hands, though. Epic Sauce is there to recover. It's going to go downfield, though. The pass doesn't quite connect with Unguarded, as it is going to go in the hands of nobody, but Unguarded will be there eventually to pick it up. They're setting up on their offense now. Low pass to Igneel, and Igneel slams it in for 2. 4 points on the board for Andromeda, looking to catch up. Wow, what a game. What a match. And what a round 2 coming from both these teams. Andromeda, can they catch up? They certainly hope to. Punda, I totally agree, man. If you had to time that, that would be wild if auto-grab wasn't a thing. Everything would be more challenging. Maybe one day, who knows? But JD with the disc, baiting with the defenders, going back to Tejada. Tejada just juking on the ceiling. And is she going to get, they're going to get stunned? No, they won't. JD now with the disc. Baiting out 2 defenders, definitely exactly what they want to do as they do pass it upfield now to Tortoise. Tortoise, though, back to Tejada. Tejada, up to G-Dog. G-Dog, passing it back, but reading the bounce, though, as it wasn't. No, not reading the bounce, actually. It's going to go back into the hands of JD. JD, still baiting out the defenders as they do have to pressure it. Andromeda, definitely not a new team. Going for the long 3! Oh, it bounces off the ever most annoying nuisance of Nugget. That's little Geo there, but it will be Pi knocking out of the hands. Pi juking on the wall. Pi looking to get a 3. Pi pass to Igneel. Igneel over to Pi. Pi back to Igneel. Igneel. No, what a save from JD, stealing it out of Pi's hands and clearing it back into the midfield. He's gonna bounce now in the blue bubble, and it will be JD there with the disc. JD on the ground, and JD with the goal! Putting 2 more points on the board for Technique. Man, you hate to see it. Everyone Andromeda scores, Technique scores 2. As they do get more points on the board, bringing the lead back to 9 points. But 9 points is still very doable with 3 minutes remaining. Andromeda just needs to turn up the heat and find those plays, as they are trying to do that right now. Pi with the pass. Beauty pass to Unguarded. Unguarded, there does have a goalie back in net for Technique. They're going to walk it in, get the pressure. Going for the bounce pass or bounce shot. Not quite sure what they was going for. Maybe he was feeling the pressure. Is going to go bouncing right into the hands of Tortoise, though. Tortoise clearing it downfield, going for the dribble. Going for the long bounce shot. No! Bounces off the post. And Unguarded will be there to recover. Down low now. Going to go right and back into the midfield, into the tunnel region there. It will be Tortoise, though. There to recover, passing it right back downfield to G-Dog. What a pass. G-Dog back to Tortoise. Tortoise up to the ceiling, but they both get stunned, Tejada and JD, so that pass does not connect. Igneel, though, passing it right into the hands of Tortoise, unfortunately. Great offensive pressure, but stealing it right back as Unguarded. Clears it down the field. Going to be a stack race. Will be Unguarded out with the disc. Unguarded going upfield to Pry, and Pie trying to get into the 3, but Tortoise is there to save it as G-Dog does pick it up and clear it back the other way. It's going to be loose now. Clearing it downfield. Pie there. Pie, long three! No! Hits off the shield as it is going to go right back into the hands of G-Dog with this unflinching defense from the side of Technique. 1.5 minutes now. Certainly getting harder and harder, but still some time, I think, potentially for 9 points at least, as it is going to go back right into the hands of no one as it does bounce in the midfield. First time I'm seeing all Technique being upside down, and I'm on the team, says Nadash. That is hilarious. Well, the upside down play is certainly working with them on the roof. Tortoise, though, looking to get an anchor shot, hits the post, as it's going to bounce back into the midfield. That's an opportunity now for Andromeda, as the stack is there. The stack is there first, too. Maybe going for the dribble. Yes, they are. It's a stack race. The stacks get stunned on the side of Andromeda, though. Great defensive rotations on the side of Technique, as it is going to go back into the blue half. But that's going to go back into the hands of Epic Sauce, and that's what we like to see. 45 seconds now, though. Don't think it's possible to get 9 points, but there is still lots of time to get more goals. JD with the disc on the ceiling. Going for the reset pass to Tortoise. Long shot, long pass. G-Dog, Tejada on the ceiling now. 30 seconds. Can they get another 3? Can they get another 2? They're going to try to. Pie, though, also looking to get on the board, clearing it downfield. It's a stack. It's a boost, at least. Igneel, long shot. Oh, bounces off the nest. That's the Geo there. Unguarded, though, with the disc. Unguarded gets stuffed, though, as G-Dog clears it back down the field. And no! Oh, it does not go in, but they will be there to recover. Slamming it in for 3. Tortoise, what a recovery. What a game. Technique taking it 2. Absolutely dominating the second round. But great job from Andromeda in both these rounds, giving it their best. Man, what a game, what a back and forth. Punda, unfortunately, no one listens to us, and they only got 2 rounds on the board. But what 2 rounds they were. Technique playing awesome. Absolutely dominant in the second game. The stats were reset on my end, so I am just as looking forward to seeing them on the cast as on the stream as you are. You guys will actually see them before I do, I think. As we are just going to input the scores. 13-4 in the second round and 12-10 in the first, I do believe. If I do remember, it does remember incorrectly. But Technique looking like the stronger team, offense and defensive, definitely having those rotations there. With Andromeda just not quite having some of those passes connect, and that's really the difference of 8 ranks in the Diamond Division. Both these teams very positive on the season, though. Technique does have slightly higher MMR, but yeah, man, looking at attempts once again, a little bit more attempts on the side of Technique by a factor of 2, as they are going to be at 70% basically, Andromeda at 30, and you hate to see it. The second round was 13-4 for Technique. But what a round it was. Tejada, great backline pressure, not getting as many points as their team, but certainly there to recover so many on the side of Technique. And Andromeda, huge shout out to Igneel and Unguarded on the backline as well. Igneel, but crushing that offense with 16 points on the board. So definitely great game from both these teams. Great pressure from both these teams. But unfortunately, Technique will take it in 2 if you are an Andromeda fan. Nevertheless, that's all we have for you tonight. So thank you all for joining us. I've been your host, Luke, or 1UC, but I do prefer Luke, and Wonder T-Man on the cam. So huge shout out to Wonder T-Man, being wonderful as always. This couldn't be possible without him. But that is all we have for you. I thank you once again for your support, for your time, and for your energy watching Echo VR, the game we all know and love. Until next time.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.